I'm now going to perform my air brake test. I'm going to turn the bus off, turn it to night run. My wheels are chalked, and I'm going to release the parking brake. I'm going to state the PSI that the bus is at. It's at 100 PSI. The first test is the leakage test, and you cannot lose more than 2 PSI in 1 minute. And you start to count. 10 seconds, still holding. 20 seconds, still holding. You work your way up to the minute. 1 minute, still holding at 110 PSI. The next test is the pressure test. I cannot lose more than 3 PSI in 1 minute. I'm going to press on the brakes and hold. I am at 90 PSI. 10 seconds, still holding. 20 seconds, still holding. 1 minute, still holding at 90 PSI. The next test is the low air warning. That should come on at 80 PSI. I'm going to fan the brakes and I'll get a warning light and or a buzzer. There's my low air warning light. It came on at 80 PSI. The next test is the spring brake engagement test. The spring brake should come on between 40 and 50 PSI. I'm going to continue to fan the brakes until the spring brake engages. It engaged at 40 PSI. The next test is the build-up test. The air should build from 85 PSI to 100 PSI within 45 seconds. Start the bus. The alarm went off at 80, so we're getting ready to count at 85. We're at 85 PSI. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 seconds, we're at 100 PSI. The next test is going to be the compressor cutout. That should happen between 120 and 130 PSI. And we're going to wait to listen for the cutout. And there's the compressor cutout. The next test is going to be the parking brake test. We're going to want to make sure that the parking brake holds. We're going to shift the bus into drive. We're going to feather the accelerator lightly. And the parking brake is holding. The next test is going to be our service brake test. You release the parking brake, you drive forward 5 miles an hour, apply the brakes, the bus should dip straight down and not pull to the left or to the right. After you complete that, you tell the instructor, that completes my brake test.